But yeah, C2E2 Comic-Con expos
and stuff and things.
And badges and stickers and a lot of people dressed up as cosplay. And lanyards.
And people that smell. Don't forget the smelly people.
Mm-hmm. That's every convention.
Can't have a convention without the smelly people.
The smells there are amazing. I'm just kidding. Don't go around sniffing people because it's really bad.
There we go.
Aww.
All right. Well, let's get the show started then. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Controller Throwers podcast. We are back after a 2-week sabbatical. It's my calendar, 2019 calendar word of the day. So we are back after a 2-week sabbatical. How was everybody's break? Did we have fun? Did you miss us? Did you miss each other?
I missed myself, yes.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, that's about what
I got no comment.
Okay. This is episode number 85 for Tuesday, January 8th, 2019. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Mr. Kurt.
Yeah, I just have to say, this is season 3. This is 3 years we've been doing this.
This is our 3-year anniversary.
Let's go ahead and give us a GG on that. G. Thank you. 3 years. 3 years.
Ladies, you really need to get that button back.
Gentle germs. I know. I got to find it. It's in a pile over there somewhere. Okay, leave me alone. But yeah, hi, Kurt, and
Mr. Brian.
Hi.
And Miss Sherry.
Hi, guys.
So, well, let's do like we do every other time we do things. Man, I'm rusty. Brian, just tell us what's going on in the news.
Let's just jump into the news.
Yeah.
Then. Well, let's start off with some good old-fashioned speculation.
My favorite Asian.
Yes, right? Marvel Games recently changed its logo on social media, replacing the A in games with the number 4. Ooh. We don't know what this indicates, but that didn't stop the rumor mill from spinning. Some believe that is a major update rather than the lackluster Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And among other things, it's changing the game title to Marvel vs. Capcom 4. It's also possible that since Avengers Endgame is the 4th movie in the Avengers series, it could be related to that. Marvel Games did recently partner with the former Blizzard developers to work on a new mobile game, so it could be related to that. We're going to have to just wait and see.
Interesting. I'll on that too.
I like the idea of them totally revamping Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, because that game, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't very good. If you watch fighting game tournaments like I do, in the PS3, PS4, actually even going a little bit into a few years of the PS4 and Xbox One, the biggest game until Street Fighter V came around, the biggest game of those tournaments was always Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Or Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or as Frank and I call it, You have to be watching the stream to see what that meant.
Yeah.
It's an old joke. Really old.
Yes.
So
it's been beat to death.
Yeah. So then when Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite came out, they changed up so much of it and the character designs, and it just got really, really, the fighting game community was not a big fan of it. So if they're revamping the entire game, that'd be awesome. I would love to see that. What else could it be?
I got 2 letters for you. FF.
Final Fantasy 4?
Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Right.
I was gonna say they already made a Final Fantasy IV, dude, but
Could be a Fantastic Four game. That would be interesting. That would be.
Didn't those movies not do well? Both of them.
You mean all three of them?
Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
No,
we
I
won't
think
talk
the
about
first two did
the one that
okay.
came out. The first two were subpar. They weren't great by any standards. Then we will not talk about the third one at all.
No,
Okay.
we're not going to talk about that.
But Fantastic Four is also back in Marvel hands now. The movie franchise anyway. So they could be making a strong push for that now, since Avengers will be pretty much done after Endgame. So you're gonna need somebody else to take its place.
Snap. That's right. Are there any Marvel games that are out now where they've hit the 3rd game in the series? I can't think of any. We're already at that. Besides Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't know. I can't think.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Now we just need X-Men to go back. X-Men is back. X-Men is back in Marvel's hands for movies. So we're gonna have to see. Could Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Well, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 was announced, and that's coming out for the Switch exclusively. But
Yeah, they won't. I don't think they make this big of an announcement, especially with the 4. They're only on part 3. I doubt they're going to come out with a part 4.
yeah. Oh, that soon? I doubt
away.
it. I've never once heard of a game where they announced part 4 and part 3 at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
But then again, you never know.
or shortly after.
Oh well. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So hopefully they'll announce something pretty soon. Just before the Game Awards, we reported about a new game in the Alien franchise. So we didn't have much information, but now it's officially been announced. Alien Blackout is a follow-up to 2014's Alien Isolation. So that game has been announced for mobile devices.
Oh.
The game stars Ellen Ripley's daughter Amanda and continues her adventures from Alien Isolation. The game is being developed by Foxnet Games, D3 Go, and Rival Games, and will once again be a survival horror game. Alien Blackout features Amanda helping her team through 7 levels by manipulating the spaceship's technology, things like locking doors and looking at monitors and setting traps. So it kind of sounds to me like it's almost like a Five Nights at Freddy's type
Yep. I was just going to say that.
crossover with Alien.
So, do you think that they're trying to push these mobile games just because they want it to be like the next type of console gaming? Because nowadays people are like kids, like my kids nowadays, are playing games and stuff like that on their phone a lot more than they are consoles. So do you think developers are trying to like be ahead of that curve to be producing games for mobile devices?
I think they're testing the waters.
Okay.
But then again, it's Fox
think-
Games, so they're not really...
Well, I do think. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Brian. I was
I
trailing
do.
off.
I do think mobile games though is going to be the next handheld system. I mean, you'll still have your Switch, but after the Nintendo phases out the 3DS, you won't have a true handheld system, and it will be. I think phones will be the next. That will be your new handheld system. I don't think they'll ever have the power or the speed to actually play quality. I don't want to say quality games because some phone games aren't that bad. But
I was to say you'd be surprised
There are
because
some
like
good-
nowadays,
yeah,
the processor and the graphics of these games for phones are like pretty outrageous. Plus now that Razer, which is like if you know anything about like computer gaming, Razer's like a huge impact on devices like keyboards, mice,
Peripherals,
mouse pads, headsets, and stuff like that. They actually have a Razer phone, which
Really?
yeah, unfortunately it's only on one carrier here in the U.S., but it kicks the snot out of like a lot of the stuff that's out there, and it's built for gaming, so it's incredible. Like the phone is just unbelievable. But so you'd be surprised on like the hardware that's coming out for phones nowadays. I mean, my Samsung Note 9 plays games amazingly. So
Yeah. I mean, in 2009, I think it was, I had the first generation iPod Touch, the full screen one, and I downloaded Dead Space, and that was actually a pretty good game back 10 years ago. So I don't know. I certainly hope not. I hope mobile is not the future of like real gaming, because I need my joystick and my buttons.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll ever fully replace console gaming or PC gaming, but it's going to. It's. I don't want to say it's going to invade the market, but it's going to be a new niche in the market of gaming.
So when we start talking about games coming out, we should probably start including some mobile games possibly in the future.
I don't know.
Here's the 6,000 Match 3 games that are coming out this week.
Yeah, but only like the big heavy hitters. Like if it's coming out on, PS4, Xbox, computer. Oh yeah, it's also coming out on mobile.
I'll tell you what. Once they release another,
like Fortnite. Fortnite's out on mobile.
We'll add them to the release list once they officially release Peggle 3 and Jetpack Joyride 2.
Snake 2.
There you go.
All right.
Awesome. Well, Warner Brothers is bringing back 2 classic Hitman games to the consoles. Hitman HD Enhanced Collection was just announced, and it will include classic titles Hitman Blood Money and Hitman Absolution. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, Absolution. Okay. The game will be available on the PS4 and Xbox One. These 2 remakes will be available in 4K and run at 60 FPS. They have improved the texture formats and resolution, better lighting, and updated controls. So that's not just a fresh coat of HD paint. They said that we're happy with this collection, and now we're able to update and remaster 2 of our classic Hitman titles for the modern consoles. Hitman Blood Money and Hitman Absolution have helped us on our journey to where we are today, and we're looking forward to players enjoying them in 4K and 60 FPS. So that's pretty awesome. And much like Agent 47 pouncing on that, and much like Agent 47 pouncing on you out of nowhere, Hitman HD Enhanced Collection will release this Friday, January 11th.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. Like I liked like Hitman contracts, so I'm like really like going. I might
think about picking it up.
Might have to pick this one up.
Revisiting. Yeah.
This is the kind of announcement that I like to see of a video game. It's like, hey, everybody, here's an awesome game, or even here's an HD remake, and by the way, it comes out in 5 days.
Yeah.
Yes. That's exciting.
It's like, wow, like, GG on that.
Right. Absolutely.
So Hitman, I really enjoyed Hitman Blood Money. So I don't know. It's really good to see these kind of surprise announcements. Something that we were not expecting.
And the fact that they updated like the controls, the lighting, the texture formats, and stuff like that, not only just like revamping to a 4K HD, I think is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So good. So keep an eye out for that in stores, people. Or if it's digital only, I'm not sure.
Stop.
We got you, Mike or Brian. We hear
you.
you.
Can you hear us, buddy? No. All right. I'll text him.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I'll text him before things get out of hand.
We don't need another mishap.
I was just thinking that we're gonna have a repeat. All right. Well, in the meantime, for those of us who love retro collecting, there's only one issue with playing our old games on our new TVs. HDTVs do not work with light guns.
I know.
Due to the way CRT sets give off light and how light guns interpret it, playing a game like Wild Gunman, Time Crisis, or House of the Dead 3 on an HDTV is pretty much impossible. Sure, we can use a mouse with emulation, but where's the authentic experience in that? Well, understanding that this is a major issue that needs correction, video game accessory producer Hyperkin has made an announcement. Called the Hyper Blaster HD, this new light gun controller will allow play of light gun compatible games on any HD TV. In a press release, Hyperkin specifically mentioned Duck Hunt, which means that this particular model is compatible with only the NES. They will show off the new peripheral at CES this year. Some details they provided include play Duck Hunt for the NES with a light gun on an HD TV, original Duck Hunt cartridge and NES required, includes special Hyper Blaster HD light gun, and includes Hyper Blaster HD adapter to allow HD TV compatibility. I mean, this is really cool.
This is really cool.
I'm surprised it took them this long.
I was just going to say what Mike said.
Welcome back, Brian.
Thank you,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yes.
It's kind of good. I really had nothing to say about the last story, so.
Oh, well. Yeah, thanks for...
Brian's silent protest.
Yep.
not. How about let's call it silent indifference?
Okay, that's even better. Wow, and you know what, Brian? Guess what?
Title of the show.
That's the name of the episode, Silence and Difference.
Nice.
Nice.
So
So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, the only downfall is that, like, in order to play the Duck Hunt, you have to have the original cartridge and NES.
Yeah.
So that's gonna,
Limits
like,
some people.
a lot of people. Look at how many people have gotten rid of their NES and just like, okay, it's a dead system and it's gone.
Yeah, but how many
Live
people are retro collectors though?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a niche thing. I mean, they'll trust me.
I am.
They'll sell
Yeah.
units. There's no doubt about that. They'll sell units, and it'll probably be an amazing seller. But I feel bad for the people who, got the NES Classic or something like that, and can't play, any kind of gun games because, well, they don't have the original hardware.
Unless.
Wait, what? Wait, huh?
Because, I don't know, Mayflash, I think, they make an NES to Wii adapter. So theoretically, if this thing has an NES plug, you plug it into the Mayflash adapter, and then you plug that into your NES Classic. And then, I don't know, that might be
do
too...
the
that
stuff.
might be-
It also
and you
sounds
create a
like this
whole
technology-
FaceTime continuum.
Wait, trying to be like MacGyver or something over there?
I guess, yeah.
It also sounds like this technology is fairly new too. So
Yeah.
give it time, they'll perfect it, and then all of a sudden you'll have a light gun that's going to come with all these games preloaded, or you'll have something where you'll be able to play any of the games that had it, or new games that you would normally use a gun for. Now you could play with this light gun.
Brian,
give it time. Give it time.
You just gave Nintendo an amazing idea, the NES light gun, or the NES Zapper Classic.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
The Zapper yeah.
The black
You
hole-
better
that would
patent
work.
that and send it off right
There
away.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's announce it right here on this podcast on January 8th, 2019, that is patented by Nugget Stop Incorporated, and that's Brian who owns
Yes.
Nugget Stop. So yeah, we're just telling you, we're calling you out,
Yep.
Nintendo. You can't make it. We just
Yep.
patent.
No, you can make it. Just I want royalties.
Okay,
There
this is your intellectual property. We should
Yes.
put that in air quotes.
There we
Also, your intellectual property. You just made that up.
Yep.
You know what would be awesome though, honestly, if that would work somehow with like a copy of Area 51, because my wife is batty about Area 51. She loves that game, and I have been trying so hard to find a decent price arcade cabinet of Area 51 just for her because she likes it so much.
Aw.
If this works for Area 51, I'll snatch it up and buy it.
And that's the point that I was just going to make. It seems like this is only compatible with the NES. So
Yeah.
what kind of, so it means it's only compatible with the handful of Zapper games. So how much do you think it should be worth to play the handful of games that you own? Granted, any dollar amount would be worth it to me had I actually owned a copy of Chiller on the NES. But unfortunately, that's a pretty rare game. So if I want to get Chiller, the original game, it'll cost me.
Do you know, like, ballpark how much it is?
I think it's anywhere from like 70 to 90.
Wow.
For the game, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so I would say that the price point of this gun could be no more than $19.99.
I would hope so. Yeah, Jess, you're right. Yeah, it's that freaky deaky game.
Yeah. But like seriously, like $19.99 is like the absolute price point for this thing. If it is only compatible with NES, then yeah. Especially being a classic NES,
Yeah.
you can't charge $49.99 for something like this.
I wouldn't pay that much.
No.
Yeah, they'd price themselves out of it. So
Right. So I would say the absolute maximum price, seeing that Chiller itself is like $70 to $90 range, whatever.
What if they included some brand new indie games with that, though?
that as long as they're good games, that's fine. Yeah.
But here's the thing: indie games are like they're supposed to be on the less expensive end because they're independent developers just trying to make it in the game, right? So
Yeah, but if you throw 5 of them in there or 10 of them in there with your dozen or so light Zapper games, then
all right,
you're
then
having
maybe
20, 25 games then.
Yeah, then maybe $25, $29.99 or something like that. Then okay, fine, an extra $10 for 10 games. I'll pay $1 a game, but they got to be reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So, well, CES is going on right now, so we'll see what happens when we get a price point. We'll let you know.
Ew.
Giddy up. All right, so now it's time for my favorite part of the show. Welcome back, everybody. What better way to start up our show after a 2-week vacation is by torturing the three of you with yet another installment of NPD Results. So, we are talking about our top 10 games sold in North America for November 2018.
November.
November. Yeah.
December.
December's not. We never did November. November came out around Christmas time. So December will come out towards the end of January.
Oh, it's gonna throw
NPD
me
always-
off.
So wait a second. So that means that
So
this
in other
month
words,
we have a
we're
double
having-
whammy?
Yeah,
We're
you think
having
I'm
two this month.
gonna skip an opportunity to torture you guys?
So this month
Blame
we have
Chiller.
2 NPDs. That's not fair. I quit.
I quit.
unsub,
I'm going on
unfollow.
strike.
And it looks like I win by default. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Brian always wins anyway.
There you go.
We'll
Yeah,
just
he
give
does
it to
always
him.
win. I think he's cheating.
I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop a little hint. Hopefully that will help kind of get the creative juices flowing. All right, 7 out of the 10 games have numbers in the title. Sherry wants a pay raise of 50%. What's 50% of 0?
Instead of nothing, yeah. I know.
All right,
We've talked
so-
about this.
7 out of these 10 games have a number in the title. And technically, you could make an argument that 8 out of the 10 games have a number in the title. And that's all I'm going to say. So, Brian, you're going first.
November, right?
November.
So that means it came out in end of October. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is number 1.
Okay. Congratulations.
Number 2, that's got a number in the title.
Yep. Number 2. Yes, congratulations. Red Dead Redemption is on the list, and it is number 1, so you get
Of course
2
it is.
points.
2 points.
Yeah, see, Why'd you start with him?
That's a good question.
Right? Give us a chance, man.
Right?
Kurt, let me just, I'll rewind.
You just threw the game. All right, we're done.
Kurt, we'll start with you.
No, it's okay.
All right.
So who's next?
Kurt, you can go next.
Okay. I'm gonna say Grand Theft Auto 5,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say it's number 8.
Okay. So Grand Theft Auto 5 is not on the list.
Wow.
I think
Well, you
that
know
one's
why?
done.
You know why? It's because Red Dead came out.
Yeah.
But I mean, but seriously, that's amazing because we've only had 2 months.
Without it, yeah.
This is season 3, so we've only had 2 months without Grand Theft Auto 5. So that's pretty impressive.
It is. Yeah.
All right, Sherry?
Okay, this is for November, right?
November.
I'm gonna go on a whim and say Fallout 76.
Okay, what place?
6th.
6. All right, so Fallout 76 is on the list,
It's
but
not 6.
it is not number 6. But you do get a point.
Okay.
All right, Brian, we're back to you.
Oh, what was the newest Call of Duty that came out? Can I just go with that? Because I don't know what. It's Black Ops something or other. One that's just online only. It's the
Okay.
Fortnite clone.
Is it 4 or 5? 4?
So Call of Duty Black Ops 4, in what place?
God, that's probably up there. I'm gonna say number 3.
Okay, so Call of Duty Black Ops is on the list, but it is not number 3. All right, Kurt, we're back to you.
So there's 3 games with numbers gone.
Yep.
I want to say.
Should I
what
give
is
you
it?
another hint? Should I throw
No,
another hint out there?
no.
Oh, sorry. Didn't
I
pay no
wanna
attention to what I did.
I'm looking up. I'm past the monitors. I want to say Forza. What's the latest one? 7? Horizon.
4? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
Forza Horizon.
4, right?
Yeah.
No,
Four?
it's
Yeah, I think it's Horizon 4.
Is it
the Horizon
Forza
4.
Horizon Zero Dawn?
Oh, man, now I'm going to change the title.
Yes.
Forza Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
All
And I'm gonna say position 8.
Okay. Unfortunately, it is not on the list.
Huh.
So
I
no
thought that would-
Forza.
Forza.
No
would be on the
Forza
list.
either. All right.
All right. Well,
Sherry.
Brian gave me an idea.
You weren't
And
supposed to do that.
No, not the visual.
Oh, well, good
but
then.
With your answer, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, oh God, is it? I think it's 5. Is it Battlefield 5?
Oh.
Okay.
That was my next guess.
Yeah,
And what place?
5.
So
Because it's 5.
Battlefield 5 is on the list. It is
Oh.
not number 5.
Okay. All right.
All right, Brian. We're still missing.
Since I did give out a hint, I'm gonna see if I can if anyone actually saw that. So I'm
I
gonna
saw
let
it.
that one go for to help my fellow throwers out here. But
I didn't see it.
say,
don't
I'm
don't
going
plan
to
on
say,
me getting it because I have no idea.
I'll do it again. Let's just say I'm going to throw you a free choice.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Like, do you like that, Mike? No, I'm gonna go with Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna steal Curse number 8, so I'm gonna go number 9.
All right. So for the first time ever, Brian has picked a game that is not on the list.
Wow.
How the
I
mighty
actually
Holy
bought
cow.
that last month too, actually.
Yep.
Wow.
All right, Kurt, we're back to you.
NBA 2019. I'm going to say position 8.
Okay. So NBA 2K19 is on the list, but it is not number 8.
Okay.
Did you
so I
did you get the free throw reference in that
Yeah,
list?
I did. That's
Okay,
why I
good.
get 3-4 references. Okay, well then that's what it said. See, I like even though I'm not a sports person and I'm kind of like a nerd and a geek and play video games, I do understand like some football terms. Joking, but yes.
What is it? What do they call it? Okay, here I got a quiz for you. What do you call it when somebody tries to kick a field goal and it hits the uprights?
God.
A parky.
That's
A parky.
Devastation and despair.
You pulled a parky.
oh, but yet it was
Yeah.
tipped by the other team, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
It
All
was
right,
a terrible
Sherry.
way to end a great season.
Yeah,
How many games with numbers are left?
we still have 2, but the case could be made for 3.
Okay. Well, going down the sports route, I guess I'm going to do Madden 19
Okay.
and go with number 7.
Okay. So Madden is on the list, but it is not number 7. Congratulations, you've officially tied Brian.
Woo!
We got ourselves a game here,
Whoa.
We are
people.
neck and neck, Brian. Do you feel me coming for you?
Like the,
Am I next in line here so I can just dash her drink?
Just end it.
Annihilate me.
let me just end this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brian.
Unfortunately, the next answer I give, somebody is going to automatically get another point. So, but it's Pokemon. Let's go, Pikachu.
Okay, in what place?
Number 4.
All right. So Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu is on the list, but it is not number 4. Kurt?
Okay, I'll do Pokemon Eevee, and I'll do.
He knows one of their
Number-
names. I'm giving you
Yay!
7 points for that.
Draw
You are
Eevee,
neck and neck.
Kurt. Draw Eevee to get an extra point.
I'll do number 8.
All right.
I have to stick with the 8s.
Yep. So Let's Go Eevee is on the list, but it is not number 8.
Wow. GG.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got
so we
2
have
games.
what?
2 games left.
2 games left.
One
How
of
many
them,
with numbers?
one
one
of
with
them
a
could be.
number?
You could make an argument for one of them
Okay.
that has a number.
But the other one officially has
Oh wait,
a number in it.
no, I'm sorry. My mistake. One of them definitely has a number. One of them you can make an argument for a number.
I can make an argument for a number.
Okay, I'm gonna say an old standby that I really can't believe is still possibly on the charts.
Here,
Say
ready?
Mario.
GTA 5.
Mario Kart 8, because that's been on the list and longer than I've thought it would be possible. So we're gonna go Mario Kart 8 at like number 10.
Okay. No.
Wow.
Wow.
That was the only other game I could think of that had a number.
All
So
right.
it's officially fallen off.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna do one more round, and if nobody can get one, then we'll end it, and I'll let you
Okay.
guys know. So
All right.
Brian, keep it alive.
Ooh,
What was that?
Sherry just
an
got it.
idea.
Like you saw the light
That was
bulb
an
go off.
audible idea.
How about Spider-Man? Is that still on the list?
Spider-Man is not on the list.
Okay.
Kurt?
Oh, you said we could argue for number. Is the number in a different language?
No.
Oh,
What were you gonna say?
no?
Uno?
Yeah, something like that. I got nothing.
Okay.
All right, you forfeit your turn.
Yep, because the light bulb. I saw the light bulb and I
Light
was
bulb went
great.
off. Okay. Again, I'm going out on a limb here, and I think I might understand what you're saying by this could be argumented. Is that a word?
It
As
is now.
a number?
Yeah, it is now.
So
Okay.
Sherry.
Farming Simulator 19.
Oh.
Oh, if only.
Oh, because that's
Oh,
Like
is it
19.
not?
a number.
Yeah,
It's got an
well,
actual
19
number
would
in
be
it.
a number.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
But it
so
did
no.
really well. So.
Farming Simulator 19 is not on the list. So since we went around with nobody getting it, so we'll cut it off here. Once again, congratulations, Brian's. Brian.
Brian.
Congratulations,
Well,
Brian.
There's more than
Congratulations to
one.
all
There
the
has to be
Brians
more than
of the
one if
world.
he wins this many times.
That's
Yep.
I got me and another one just on both sides. We're going back and forth.
What we gonna do tonight, Brian? So thank you, Angry Fortnite, for posting the score. So Brian got 4, Sherry had 3, Kurt had 2. A very close race. Very
Wow.
close. Awesome. So let's go through the list. So number 1, Brian had that. That was Red Dead Redemption 2.
Right.
Number 2 was Call of Duty Black Ops 4. You guys you were so close. On so many of these, you were off by 1. Number 3.
Is Battlefield 5 number 3?
Battlefield 5 is number 3. Thanks for muting yourself, Sherry. Number 4 was Fallout 76. Number 5, Let's Go Pikachu.
Didn't I say that was 4?
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause I was
You said it was 4. Number 6, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Number 7, NBA 2K19.
Okay.
Number 8, Madden NFL 19. And here's our final 2, which we didn't get. Number 9, and here's the one that you can make an argument. Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
Oh.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
still say Farming Simulator 19.
And number 10.
I don't think trilogy is actually a number, so I don't think we could make it.
That's what I said. You could make an argument. Trilogy, 3, whatever. And number 10, FIFA 19.
Soccer, really?
Yep.
You got all those people that like, the soccer, which
This will tell us which is the greatest country on earth, Mexico or Portugal. It's a Simpsons reference.
Simpsons reference.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So that's all of our news for the week. Brian.
Or sports ball.
Sports ball. Brian, what's coming out, buddy?
New releases this week. We have Tales of Vesperia, the definitive collection, for the PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. We have Hive Jump, which is for the Xbox One and the Switch. Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, and Bowser Jr.'s Journey for the 3DS. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for the Switch. Hitman Enhanced HD Collection for the PS4 and the Xbox One.
I go back and forth on New Super Mario Bros. U. I enjoy 2D games, I enjoy Mario games, but I don't know if I can pay $60 for a Switch game that's just a remake of a Wii U game when I had the Wii U game. Actually, I was having a conversation with my son because I'm like, should we pre-order this? And he's like, we had it on the Wii U. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, why would we play it again?
Or why don't you just bust out the Wii U?
Right.
Oh, because we sold
Well,
it.
they did add the whole. This is where the whole Bowsette thing came into play. That Nintendo unfortunately just shot down, which broke my heart because I did kind of like the Bowsette. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's what you should have cosplay as this year.
I know. Well, only if you guys would do it too, so I'm not, by myself.
I'll be Bowsette. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're all gonna be Bowsette, guys. All right. Anyways, they included this new crown, which if Toadette puts it on, she turns into Peachette.
Why don't they just put Peach in there?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
So that's the whole new gimmick behind this game. That, oh my God, we need to buy this because there's something new going on. And I'm like, no, there's
But she's got a new hat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Nice.
And yeah, I agree with Mike. I can't pay $60 for a game that I already have, that I've already played, for that gimmick. If they added new levels, new maps, online co-op, something different, okay, maybe. Or maybe not sell it for $60.
Right. I'd pay $30.
Right.
Something that changes the experience.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I want to see? I'll tell you what I want to see. I want to see a game made with the graphics of Wario. Remember when I streamed Wario Land Shake It?
Yes.
I want to see a game like that, but I want the game to be called Super Wario Brothers, featuring Wario and Waluigi.
Oh, that would be neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo, are you listening?
That's two
Brian,
ideas.
put a
we
patent
had.
on that,
Yes.
Brian. Put a patent
Yes,
on
Two
it.
that's
ideas.
2 ideas. Yes.
So, I don't know. But
That would be really cool because that's an avenue that's not very explored, the whole Wario and Waluigi, you know.
Mhm.
So
And their
I think people
relationship.
would really be into that.
yeah. So, I don't know. Hitman looks good too, of course. Also, let's see what else here. Stay tuned. For those of you who listen to the show regularly, you know we're part of the Gamerheads Podcast Network. Be sure to listen to Gamerheads Podcast as well because we're going to have a review for Hive Jump. So, and I think we
cool.
might be, doing a little bit more than that too. So, keep an eye out. What else is coming out? Bowser and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story. I've been on a like a Mario RPG kind of kick lately. I went to Nugget Stop during their buy two get one free. I picked up I can't remember the last time I turned on my 3DS, but I'm in a Paper Mario and Mario RPG mood. This game was awesome on the Game Boy Advance, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. It's right now. I think you can get it for like $25 at Target. It is it's an amazing RPG. It is so worth it. So yeah. Oh, and I got this for $5 at Target.
You see, I was looking for that because I never played that, and they were already wiped out. So the only ones I was able to get today was Dark Moon and Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But Dark Moon is good.
Yeah.
So all right. So I don't know. Does any game look interesting to any of you all?
No.
Yeah.
No.
We're in January. It's going to be a slow time.
Yeah.
But January's used to be pretty busy a few years ago. But at this time, meh. I mean, we got Resident Evil coming up. We got No More Heroes. We'll get some good stuff this month. So.
We're still playing good stuff, so we're good.
Enhanced.
Yep.
Hitman Enhanced. That's the one I'm looking forward to.
Hitman is fun. Hitman
I might actually pick that up.
All right. Cool. All right. So those are our games coming out. So let us jump into our retrospective. So what we do is every week, one of the controller throwers is assigned a retro game, meaning that the game has to be 15 years old or older. And their responsibility is to research the game, find out as much information as they can about the game. If they have an opportunity to play it, report back on it, let us know what you think, let us know what you found. So Brian, before we went on our break, you were assigned Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for the PlayStation 1.
Yes, I was.
And I looked it up myself, and there is a lot of information on this game.
Yeah.
So Brian, the next 2.5 hours are yours.
He doesn't seem too excited about it.
Well, I mean, it's like Mike said, I mean there is a ton of information on the game, but it's basically it was originally released on the PS1 back in '99. It was later ported to the N64, the Game Boy Color, the Dreamcast, and I think there was another one, the N-Gage.
The Nokia N-Gage. Awesome.
Nice.
And it's basically it's a classic skateboarder game that kind of, to me, started the genre of your current gen skateboard games. Well, I shouldn't say that because they haven't made actually one in quite a while, but basically you play as various skateboard. Well, I guess they're legends now, but skateboard stars, and you compete in missions by performing tricks. And you collect objects. This is kind of the basic game. There is different modes you can play. There's career mode where you start as a character and you can build their stats and build basically a skateboarding kind of empire. There's free play where you just literally just roam around and skate. And there's a multiplayer mode, which I think was just kind of like a dual screen where you can just skate with a partner or skate with a co-player. individual moves you had. I mean, it's basically all your skateboarding moves. There's some games that you play like they had a take on the game of Horse, which they called Skate.
That's right. I remember that.
Where you had to, you had to match your competitors' moves. It was pretty well received. I mean, the game was very popular. It started a huge franchise. I mean, there's been 5 sequels to Pro Skater, and there's been other names in the series that have also been out. The one thing that I found, before I get into that, a critic said that there was a constant learning curve that just felt easy to understand, and the controls in the game just felt natural, and that was a quote from the actual person. Well, in the story I read, they quoted that as far as it just being a natural feeling to the game. Every platform actually had pretty good reviews, except the Game Boy Color, which was kind of more of an adaptation versus a true port. So they had a lot of limited capacity capabilities for it. So it wasn't quite as well received as the other versions.
I could understand that because they only had limited buttons as opposed to the other systems.
Right. One thing I did find that was pretty interesting is that during development of the game, the crew at Neversoft who developed the game, they would take their lunch breaks and go to a local bowling alley, and they would play the arcade game Sega's Top Skater, which basically served as the basic influence for the Tony Hawk game. Tony Hawk got involved. They kind of contacted him, put his name onto it. He would play some of the levels as they were being created and kind of give his feedback. He created he gave approval for the list of pro skaters that were on there, and then he let them, the actual skaters themselves, create their own outfits and I think the skateboards as well.
Oh,
nice.
And basically, after Tony Hawk his name got into it, they tried to buy him out for a flat rate, but he said no and took a percentage of every copy sold, and eventually ended up making 10 times more than they actually offered him.
Wow.
Smart man.
He was smart. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. And as of now, I mean, the games have kind of recently gone downhill. I mean, from what I've heard, I think Pro Skater 5 was one of the worst games ever made.
They've gone, yeah.
But from what they mentioned is that, I guess, was it Neversoft? Or is it EA? One of them
Neversoft, yeah.
They don't own the rights to the game anymore. So Tony Hawk himself is looking to take the game into a new direction, kind of looking more towards virtual reality for next installment in the game.
Wow.
So who knows? I mean, who knows what's going to happen with that based on just I think the reputation of the game. Plus, the whole skate genre has kind of gone away. I mean, I've never played any of the Tony Hawk games, but I was a huge fan of Skate 2 and 3, which were rivals, which were competitors of the Tony Hawk series.
Mm-hmm.
And based on the videos I've seen, the gameplay I've seen, it looks. I can see where Skate 2 and 3, and probably even Skate 1, which I've never did play, it looks an awful lot like they're very similar games. They're very identical as far as what you do, how it looks. The stories sound kind of similar. So, like I said, I didn't have a chance to play it. I watched a couple of videos. It looks, like I said, I enjoyed Skate 2 and 3, so I probably would enjoy these as well.
Mm-hmm. So, I absolutely love this game. Love this game. And here's how I got into it. And I'm about to tell this story. And there's going to be so many.
Story time.
Yep.
With
Story
Mike.
time with
Story time,
Mike.
yeah, that's great. There's going to be so many people who played this game growing up. That's going to be like that. Number one, there's going to be a group of you that know what's coming. and a bunch of you that are going to shake your head and say, "Oh my God, I remember that." So when I was in college, my roommate and I, we ordered dinner from Pizza Hut, and they had a promotion where Pizza Hut pizzas came with a PlayStation demo disc attached to the box.
Really?
And
I read that part of the story, and I didn't think to actually bring that up. So it's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, and one of the games was Tony Hawk. It was just a 2-minute playthrough of one of the levels, and we played that demo nonstop for hours. And it only had one song, so we must have had the song Superman by Goldfinger just stuck in our heads for like months on end. And we just tried to beat each other's high score. We even posted it up in our room. So I've got the high score. Try to beat this. But we played that so much. And another interesting fact. Now I could be wrong on this. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think he was working for Pizza Hut at the time. But if I'm not mistaken, do you know whose idea it was to have these PlayStation demo discs on these pizza boxes? That was working at Pizza Hut at the time?
Tony Hawk?
No. It was the same person.
Mike?
It was the same person who invented the Bigfoot pizza, Reggie Fils-Aimé, who is currently...
I was totally going to say Reggie, but I was like, that's way not right.
Yep. Who is
Really?
currently...
The president of Nintendo
Of
worked at Pizza
Nintendo,
Hut?
yeah.
Yeah. He invented the Bigfoot pizza. Do you remember the Bigfoot pizza? That gigantic...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
that was his
Wow.
idea.
3-foot long pizza?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So anyways, but no, I absolutely, I love Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk 3 was one of the first games that I bought for the GameCube. It was a launch game. Tony
wow.
Hawk 2, you could unlock Spider-Man as a character in Tony Hawk 2. So, yeah. Did anybody else ever play this game?
Your son just roasted you.
Cool
by the
story.
way, in the
Oh,
chat.
God. Cool story, bro. Shut up.
That's hilarious.
You're grounded. You're grounded, kid.
For life. And banned from Twitch.
This is your
That's-
Wow.
This is your
Mikey.
ancestral history. Pay attention. That's right, Jeff. History lesson 101.
Yep. So, did anybody else ever have a chance to play this game back in the day?
Back in the day, I did a little bit here and there.
Yeah,
of course,
I
like
played
back when it came out, skateboarding was huge. So of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
So, yeah, played a little bit of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I never bought it, but I did play it with, friends. So, I mean, it's just like I wouldn't not play a game based on the fact that I'm not a skater or anything. We played this one that was BMX.
BMX XXX?
Bikes. Yeah, I think that was
You
it.
played
Yeah.
BMX XXX, really?
Don't judge me.
Okay.
I'm a gamer.
Well, this is a judgment-free zone. All right. Okay. So, thank you, Brian.
So,
Appreciate it. That
Yeah,
was some
I
good
never
to
played it. I was one of my favorite games back in the NES days was Skate or Die.
know. Oh, that was a good game, yeah.
And what was the other one? TNC.
Oh, TNC Surf Design?
Yes.
Yep.
And for some reason, I kind of just got out of that genre for the longest time until Skate 2.
Yeah.
My
Wow.
favorite skating game was Skitchin' on the Sega Genesis. That
Nice.
game was so much fun, and I had recently seen it when we were retro hunting one time, Mike, and I
Oh, yeah?
wanted to buy it just for
You need a
like
Genesis
old
first.
times. I know. I would buy the Genesis if I could find Skitchin' again, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Brian. Thank you, everybody, for
My
your
pleasure.
input. So, right now it is time for Sherry to spin that wheel.
Oh no.
So, we've got our games in here. Sherry, you ready? You want me to spin it a lot,
Yep,
spin it a little?
Spin it hard.
All right. Go. No
Give it all you
whammy.
got.
No whammy.
Yeah, no whammy, no whammy. Big money, no whammy.
Yep. All right, here we go. So, we're going to get this spinning, and we'll see where it lands.
Oh boy.
You can see it okay, right?
Yep, I can
Okay.
see it.
We're all good.
Oh,
Sherry's
God.
game is...
Ooh.
Wow.
Player's choice for
Didn't
the
I get that
second
last
time in a row.
Oh,
Oh, I must be on a
like
delay. 'Cause
this.
mine's still spinning.
Because you're not watching the.
You're watching the stream and not the Skype.
Yep.
That's okay.
Wow.
No.
Congratulations.
I guess I should. Well, okay.
I kind of like the wheel now. Rigged, yeah.
Rigged.
It might be.
So the wheel landed on player's choice, which means the person whose responsibility it is to do the retrospective gets to pick their own game, which is the second best choice after skip the after
Free.
the skip
Yeah,
The free pass.
the free pass.
Free
Thank you.
pass.
yeah.
So are you going to keep it a secret, or do you want to let us know?
Yeah, because I don't have anything off the top of my head yet. I really got to think about it because I like to bring out games that I've had a love affair with in the past, So
Okay.
I have to think of one that's near and dear to me.
Okay. All right, good. We'll find out what that is next week. Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into what we've been playing then. So who's been playing games over the past 2 weeks?
Not
think
us.
We've all been playing games.
Brian?
And with each other, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth. We don't play together.
All right, Brian, what have you been playing?
I've been playing one game and one game only, and that's Red Dead Redemption 2.
That was a squeal of excitement, sorry.
Excellent, excellent. I have
you
had a
could
chance
hear
to
the
learn-
excitement in Mike though.
I
Right?
know.
I
Silence
have
is
had
deafening.
I have had the chance to play online with Mike and Sherry a few times.
Mhm.
Let the expletives fly.
So I'll let them tell those stories
Mm.
because basically yeah
It's
they
a
have
PG stream. We have a kid in the we can't go that far into it.
they have more of the good stories on that. But for me, I have been obsessed with completing all the challenges.
Oh.
As well as if you complete the challenges, then you go to the trapper and you get the specialized like holster or the sidearm holster or the bandolier, the other belt. So trying to get those so I can at least get a complete set. Yeah, that's. Let's just say there's 90 challenges, and I have been working. I think the past 3 weeks maybe I think I've gone from 19 to 35. So I'm getting them done. But
So you're a third there.
They are not easy.
Mm.
They are not easy. Like I'll give you an example of what one is that for the life of me I can't do. It is kill 3 animals within 10 seconds with only a throwing knife.
Ooh.
Can't do it. Mike can attest to this. How many times I have complained because I cannot find one berry. Another one, pick and eat 4 berries. Just 4. Found 3, could not find the 4th one.
There's only 4 berries in the whole game.
That's also very true. But the other ones
You got to go run
find,
through the whole map.
and I did. The other ones you can find dozens of. You can find them all over the place. This 4th one, maybe one place on the whole map, maybe 2.
You know what? Maybe somebody's carrying it and need to kill them and steal it.
You need to start nibbling on their pockets.
So, actually, I think I was talking to Mike one day when I literally just went on YouTube and found where the fourth location was. Found it, got it done. Another one is riding your horse from Strawberry to St. Denis in less than 9 minutes without touching water. Yeah, I have the fastest horse in the game, and I still haven't done it yet.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Of course, every time I do, I always get stuck by a train. So it's like they know I'm doing this, and then hey, look, a train's gonna stop right in the path.
Sure.
You know what? Have you tried like running in between the train cars?
No, I haven't.
That's something I would try.
Yeah, who would be the
Not
$6
gonna lie.
million man?
But seriously, if the train is stopped, you might be able to jump your horse in between the train cars if the train
I don't
stopped.
think you can. I think like the train is
Yeah.
a solid thing.
Yeah.
You know.
You can walk through it, but you can't jump your horse through it.
I mean, you technically can.
I
can jump.
I want to try that now. I do want to try that now.
I mean,
Make sure you do it when we're playing with us, because I have to see this from my own eyes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, if you want horse chunks flying all over the place.
Oh, and we'll record it and yeah.
Yes.
There you
So
go.
you know what we should do? We should
Speaking
start.
of horse chunks,
Ooh.
go ahead, Kurt. I want to hear your idea. And then
No,
I'll
I
tell
was
you
gonna
guys.
say we should like actually have a website or something to where we could post all these clips of all the derps and stuff that we do in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes. There are so many.
Like just a catalog of stuff.
Yeah, this game is a gold mine for clips. It really
Yes.
is.
So one other story. Speaking of horse chunks,
Uh-oh.
one
I
of
like
the,
where this
one
is
of
going.
one of the other challenges I had to do was you had to shoot 5 birds from a moving train.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Honestly, that one was kind of fun, but
Yeah.
you have to literally you shoot one bird and then they're all over you because you're causing a ruckus. Literally got arrested for disturbing the scene, or got wanted for disturbing the peace. Disturbing the peace is what it was.
It's almost as good as Mike's wanted for the turkey for harassing the turkey.
And yes, I literally went on a killing spree chasing turkeys. I thought turkeys would be the easiest thing to kill with my throwing knives. No, they're not, because they scatter. There's 3 of them always in a pile. You can throw one, and then the other 2 scatter, and you're chasing them down. It doesn't work. I haven't figured this one out yet. But anyway, you can't just buy a ticket to ride the train, because you buy a ticket to ride the train to another part of the map. It's a cutscene. So you have to literally jump on the train. And
Okay.
if for some reason the train's already stopped and you just get on the train, it will not move. I literally sat on the train for 10 minutes and it did not move. I got off for 30 seconds and started moving.
Oh,
So riding along, corral them into a closed area. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna try that next time.
Brian, that just gave me an idea. Sometimes there's pens that have pigs in them. Can you kill 3 pigs with throwing knives in a pen?
I'm gonna try.
Or chickens?
I'm going
Try
to chicken.
that.
Chickens. I'm
There
going to
you
try
go.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, jump on the train. My horse gets run over by the train. I literally had to jump off and revive it, otherwise I would have lost my good horse.
Oh no.
The one you
But
tried
I
so
just-
hard to get.
Yes, I jumped on the train. And all of a sudden, I just hear that my horse make a squealing noise, and it wasn't following me. And I'm like, oh no! And I jumped off right back to
That was a perfect impression.
That was
You
that
sounded
was pretty
exactly
darn
like
good.
me.
that was good.
No.
So
that's
other
great.
than being obsessed with getting the completion, the challenges completed, I'm trying to get the all the satchels and get my camp upgraded and get all of the different saddles from the trapper, and it's basically just killing all 3-star animals, and
Yep.
that's how I spend my life. I kill animals.
3-star animals.
Yeah, 3-star. Yeah, don't sell
And
yourself short,
and
Brian.
to get that measly 85 cents.
Yep.
Yes,
And those 3
or
stars are worth a little bit of money.
the saddles actually they do offer perks for your horse. Like some of them add extra stamina or reduces the amount of stamina loss. So those are good. The satchels that you can have crafted at your camp, they allow you to you can add more ingredients or tonics or whatever the satchel may be for. So that they do actually help you out, but just getting them is a pain in the you know what.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Of course.
All right. So is that all you played, Briz?
Yes. Today actually, I just completed and got all of the markings, the not the cave drawings, but the wall drawings. I finally completed that one.
Did you go back and talk to the guy?
I had to
No
mail
spoilers.
them all in. I had to mail them all in, and then he mails you back a prize.
Okay.
So I mailed them in, but I didn't get the prize yet. So
Okay. You got to wait 6 to 8 weeks.
yeah, and pay shipping and handling.
That's right. It's like sending in that self-addressed stamped envelope to try to win the Toys R Us run, where you run through Toys R Us for 5 minutes and grab all the stuff you can.
Grab everything you can.
So,
Yep, that's it. That's
all right.
it.
Who would like to go next? Okay, I'll go next.
We're always so terrible at that.
Yep.
I don't want to be rude and be like, I will, but then
Right.
I just, go ahead.
We
So
should
I
just have
also
a schedule like this.
We should
person,
always
this person,
do
this
it
person.
the same way. Yeah, we should
Right?
always, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go next.
Okay.
I played Red Dead 2, of course. I started getting back into the story, and so I'm doing well with it. I just got to the I played for about 15 hours, and I made it to chapter 3. And Brian's like, "Oh, good, you only got about 5 more chapters to go." And I'm like, "Oh God, will this game ever end?" And so I'm at a new camp. Right, I got a new camp set up right now, and I just started doing some fishing. So that's good. That's where the characters really start to develop, especially Dutch. Like, you really learn a lot more about Dutch, so that's pretty cool. So I'm enjoying that. I also played Red Dead Online with Kurt and with Sherry, with Brian, and with some other people. Ran into some jerks, as always, but what are you going to do?
Gonna happen.
We tried to do a mission, but right at the very end of the mission, Brian's internet kept giving out. We tried it like 4 times.
No, it was not my internet. It was Red Dead. It was Rockstar servers. That's what they told me.
They called you up. Hey, Brian, we saw that you got kicked out, and
I just want to interject here that I completed that mission, so I don't know.
yeah. Yeah. So we got that, and that was pretty awkward. But we still did lots of fun stuff, just running around, just doing stupid things.
Yes.
Brian was testing his photography skills, as all of us did really stupid things. I basically rode my horse off a cliff while Brian was at the bottom of the cliff taking pictures of both of us flying through the air. So I played that. I played a lot more Smash. I'm really, really enjoying the Spirits mode, just trying to collect all these cards of all these classic NES characters. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing my favorite Starman from Pro Wrestling. Why is Starman not popping up? But it's okay. I'm seeing a lot of other cool characters. Mega Man, Plague Knight from Shovel Knight. I got the Elite Beat Agents. Yes. And the Elite Beat Divas as well. Also, yes. So I've been playing some more online matches. So I've been doing that, having a lot of fun with that. And I've been having so much fun with Smash that I couldn't help myself, and I went and picked up the official Pro controller that looks like a GameCube controller.
Pika.
I went with the Pikachu one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
So I've been playing a lot of Smash with that. And what else? So I've also been playing some more Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. Oh my gosh, that game is getting almost impossible now.
Really?
It's actually getting to the point where I'm frustrated. Sometimes I just don't know what to do next. Jess, thank you for the bits. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Yes.
You get a call out during the show. So I've been playing some more, and again, if you love 2D platformers, Metroidvania games, challenging games, pick up Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. It's an awesome game. I've also been playing like crazy. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and I think I might be about halfway through with the game. I'm enjoying it. It's a great chill game. It's a chill RPG. But I'm getting to a point in this one where the battles that you're having with the other trainers and with Team Rocket and stuff like that get pretty difficult. So it's definitely getting a lot harder, but I'm enjoying that. Catching a lot of stuff. My son found a shiny Magnemite, so we were freaking out when we saw it. So,
Nice.
and then finally, I've been playing a game called Overdriven Reloaded Special Edition. Now I'm reviewing this game for Gamerheads, so the review is up. So go on to GamerheadsPodcast.com and you'll see my review. It's a shmup. It's a shoot 'em up, and it's a
What's
yeah.
a shmup?
What's a shmup? Yeah.
I was like, wait, what'd you say? Yeah, that was me. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's a spaceship shooting game.
Mm.
Yeah.
You
You're
shoot
a
'em
so
up.
shmup.
you could see my you're a shmup.
You're a
You're a
shmup. Yeah.
shmup.
Maybe I'll make that the title. You're a shmup. So I've been playing that. And you can read my review on GamerHeadsPodcast.com. Long story short, it's an enjoyable game, especially for the price. It comes out this week on the Nintendo eShop, so keep an eye out for that. And that's all that I played.
I'm
That's all?
surprised that you really haven't played that much more, considering there was like 2 weeks
Yeah, that's true.
of nothing being done. So does that mean that you've actually played a lot of Red Dead Redemption as much as you
I've been playing
dislike
I think I've been
Red
playing
Dead
more
Redemption?
Smash and more Pokemon.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kurt, you go.
I'll go, I guess. Right?
We'll go because I said to go, so go.
Yeah, so I'll go, I guess. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2, of course, and thank you very much for someone very special that I was able to play online. So I'm getting into that. So I love it. I get to play online with my friends and stuff like that, and do stupid derpy things with my horse and stuff. And
Because everybody deserves to do stupid, derpy things with their horse online.
yes, and the best out of all of it, I don't know if anybody's seen the picture yet. I don't know if Sherry has posted it on the teasing.
I did.
Not.
Oh, no, I didn't. I should.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we had good drinking times.
Yeah.
So there's a lineup of all of us swigging a
In the
beer at a bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I mean, we went and harassed some people for I don't know how long. It was probably like an hour plus that we were
Yeah.
just going nuts. Like just, I mean, between them shooting us and us shooting them and back and forth and back and forth, we had a legit rival in one town for. It's got to be like an hour plus.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, because it just came out and Red Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's play it. Outside of that, for Christmas, as a Christmas gift, since we haven't talked about Christmas, and it did happen.
It did.
I had received 3 very important pieces for my streaming and for my studio. One being a original Xbox to HDMI adapter. The next being a Wii to HDMI adapter.
Ooh.
And the third being an HDMI matrix switch, which allows me to switch any of 6 inputs into 2 outputs, which means I could play my retro video games on my HDTVs just by merely switching inputs. And at the same time, since I have a computer that streams, the capture card could also capture any individual input. So that's pretty cool. So more to come with that. But since I got that, I went back and started playing a couple retro games. So, wow. On the Xbox, of course, I revisited every single one of the Burnouts. Because I just had to. What else? I played. I want to play the Matrix games. I have not yet because I haven't found the original disc yet. What else did I play on the original Xbox? I can't remember. All right, so moving on. For the Wii, I played the Target Toss Pro.
Oh, we need to have a night where we stream that. Once you said I was streaming Target Toss Pro bags, we need to have like Sherry suggested today, a game night where we stream ourselves playing that game.
I'm in. Yep. Let's do it.
So for the original Wii, I played Target Toss Pro, and I played. I really don't know. I like a handful of other games, but I spent most time playing Target Toss Pro. So the same thing, like between the Xbox and the Wii, like I played a handful, like a ton of games, but realistically, those games were the ones that were the longest duration. Like I would sit there, I would click on a game because I haven't played in so long. You know, I'd pop a game in and I haven't played this in a while, so I'll pop that in and Rock Band 3, that's another one.
Oh,
I played, but that was for
that's out of left field.
Another game night.
Yeah, that's for 360. I played the Rock Band 3 for 360. I'm just looking at like game cartridges around me.
Well, you've been a busy bee. This is Kurt's busiest.
I think
what we played
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just because I finally got all the hookups done correctly for the studio, so everything actually works. Because I got these 3 components that I got for Christmas, and now everything actually works the way it should. So it's pretty cool. So I'll leave you with that. I mean, I've got more in the back pocket and stuff, but I'll stop with that and I'll hand off the show.
Well, alrighty.
All right. So I have played, I played 2 games. I've bought a bunch of games, but I've only played 2. So I have been kind of easing back into streaming now. I don't have a set schedule. I'm not a full-time streamer. I stream when I feel like it and when I've got time. So basically, whatever. So I started streaming from my PS4 because I picked up a PS4 recently around Black Friday. And I picked up a game that I had wanted had I had a PS4 when it came out, and it's The Last Guardian. So I started playing that. By the way, The Last Guardian is made by the people that made Shadow of the Colossus and Ico. So if you're a fan of those games, this game follows suit. From what I've heard, it's a tearjerker, and it's very emotional. So I will definitely keep playing on stream so you guys can follow along with the story. So in this game, you're a boy, and you end up finding this giant guardian, and the only way I can describe it is doggo burb floof. That's basically what I've deemed it, okay?
Yeah,
because
it's kind of a weird creature.
Yeah, it's very Griffin-esque, I guess you could say.
And kind of cattish too.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of cat in it.
He's got feathers, he's got a tail, he's got wings, but and watch you cry. Well, I don't have a camera for my PS4, so you won't see it. You might hear it, but yeah. So far I found this creature. I've let him free. I'm kind of learning what to do with him, what not to do with him. We're starting to trust each other, and we're trying to find our way out of wherever it is that we are. So that's as far as I've gotten into the game with that. I think I've played for about maybe 4 or 5 hours. I'm not real far into the game, I don't think, but should be good. And of course, I am playing the Oregon Trail. I'm sorry, Red Dead Redemption 2. So I love this game more than I thought I would. I didn't play the originals, and I can't stop playing this game. Like, I am literally just obsessed. If I'm not playing with you guys, I am actually playing online by myself. I have not picked up the single story playthrough at all since online dropped. So what I've been doing when I'm not derping with you guys and killing other people and doing missions and exploding my horse, things of that nature,
and
is
killing other people and running from other people and
all the good stuff.
Getting hogtied by other people, from what I've heard.
Yes. Yes, I've got Bash, who's in our chat, who came and picked a fight with me and hogtied me and then ran off.
Just ran off. That was it.
Or what is it, Edgar? I didn't realize when you guys logged off, I was playing by myself. Edgar actually, like, I was just fishing. I was like, oh, okay, I'm in multiplayer, I'm fishing. I forgot to tell you this. So I'm like fishing, and all of a sudden, like, Edgar comes up to me and just like pulls a gun and like puts it up to my head. And I didn't realize it was Edgar by his name tag.
Yeah.
So of course I like drew my like shotgun. I'm like, all right, I'm like, you want to play? Okay, let's play. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll put my gun back. I'm like, okay, I'll put my shotgun back. So then, like, I'm fishing and stuff like that. But what I'm doing is I'm using my shotgun, and I'm fishing for fish with my shotgun. So I'm just blowing fish out of the water and stuff like that. So Edgar's behind me watching me just blow fish out of the water and stuff. And he's in there like, he pulls a gun on me again, and I'm like, nope. I pull a shotgun on him, I'm like, no. And I didn't realize it was Edgar this whole time.
That's
So
awesome.
then, like, afterwards, he comes up to me, like, behind me, and it was after, like, 15 minutes. He's like, I hear him in chat, because we left the group
Oh, the
chat.
party. Yeah.
So I hear him in chat. I'm like, I should just blow him in the dome. I really should just blow him in the dome. And I'm like, what? I said I turn around, like there's a gun like right to my head, so I'm going like, shotgun again. I'm like, okay, you want to play this? So then he stopped, and then he was fishing beside me like the whole time. So he was obviously talking to Guy,
Okay.
but he was like fishing like right next to me. So like whatever I did, he would do. Like so, and I didn't realize it was like,
He was
and
trying
I'm
to make
sure if he
friends.
watched
Yeah.
it, he would have given it to me. But at first I'm like, okay. It was like, I don't know, it's so late. I'm like, all right, I'm just logging off.
That's funny. I'll have to ask him about that next time I talk to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've found out how to expand the posse, so that's good news because for whatever reason Rockstar decided, hey, you can only have 4 people in your posse, which is unfortunate because I have more than 4 friends. Surprise, I know, right? And so that's awesome. One of the things that I've been learning how to do while playing Red Dead right now is I'm taking down the 3-star animals. I'm trying to get better pelts to make more money so I can buy, upgrade my horse, upgrade all my stuff, So that's what I've been doing when I'm not playing with you guys and starting bar fights and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, I'm having so much fun playing this game, and I've picked up like half a dozen games since I bought Red Dead just because of sales or really good deals or what, from Christmas, that I haven't even opened Fallout 76 yet. I bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey and it's still in the cellophane. I picked up 3 games today because Target had an insane deal on some games. They were $5 each. I mean, you couldn't pass them up. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So, Red Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which also reminds me, Brian, I completely forgot to mention during my playthrough of Red Dead, Brian, we've learned that whenever I'm driving a horse-drawn carriage, if there's 2 trees that are close to each other, and those are the only 2 trees in the entire area, I will get stuck in between those 2 trees.
Yes.
So, all right, sounds good. So wow, this is a long episode. Well, that just about does it for this week's episode of the Controller Throwers. Be sure to check us out. We are on the social medias. That's right. We're getting 2 weeks worth of content into one episode. Be sure to check us out on the medias of socialness. You can find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/TCThrowers. You can also find us on Twitter at TCThrowers. So be sure to give us a follow. If you are listening to the show, please follow us on Twitch. We are twitch.tv/TCThrowers. We air every Tuesday night. We air the show live every Tuesday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you want to listen to the show, you could find us on iTunes, on Google Play. You could also find us on gamerheadspodcast.podbean.com and, of course, gamerheadspodcast.com. If you want to email us a question or anything, we'll read it on the show. Just send us an email. We are at thecontrollerthrowers@gmail.com. I don't think that I'm missing anything else. Yeah, that's it. Those are all the things. So
all the things.
All the things. So until next week, everybody, we hope you have a wonderful week. Hope you have a wonderful 2019. Until next time, play some games, have some fun. We'll see y'all next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
See ya.
I wanted to be first, like, for 10
Haha. I win.
You're always last, though.
I know, that's the thing. I want to switch it up.
You're
You're
the
gonna
expert.
Oh,
throw-
for this
you're
year,
gonna-
you want to be first? All right.
No,
I'll be
I
last.
just once.
You were going to
Just
throw
once.
off the center of the universe.
For the love of
Just
God,
one.
just once.